What pushes you and keeps you growing to that next level?
Not knowing whether I'm going to be here tomorrow or not. For me, it happened when I started losing weight. I lost my first job.
Yeah.
It happened when I first moved out to California. It happened during the pandemic because you have to rebrand, rediscover yourself in a way. I want people to realize that not only are they capable of a lot more, but they're all they need. So for me, I hope to develop purpose-driven performance in a way that can impact more people, whether it's through my coaching online, my coaching in person, my networking.
This is Maestro Minute, the show that discusses all things real estate, sharing interviews with the most successful people in the industry. Hear from their perspective and what they are doing to achieve success. Get exclusive tips on how you can also succeed in real estate. Maestro Minute is brought to you by Maestro Development. Here's your host, Nareg Muradian.
Talking about ego, imposter, be you, be better than you were yesterday, right?
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the drive, like perspective, how to continue growing. Like, what's your mindset for that? What pushes you and keeps you growing to that next level?
Not knowing whether I'm going to be here tomorrow or not. Like I told you, last year I got into 2 car crashes. One of them that I thought could have killed me, and when you go through that, it sucks because a lot of times, all of us, because we're human beings and we all think we're immortal because we're enjoying life when we're young, we're doing all these things. And, it's like you feel invincible. You feel like the world is yours, and it is. But there's certain rules that I always say this, you don't break rules, but you bend them. And you gotta bend them as much as you can, but don't bend it till you break, because that's when shit happens. But anyways, the way I keep going is, after those accidents, I really became aware of what true gratitude meant.
Like we talked about, don't let go of the rope, right?
Don't let go of the rope.
Stay on track.
Stay on track.
How did you do that? What was it that made you focus on that?
What made me focus on that is the fact that I had a body and I could use it fully. And I was fully functional. My brain functioned, my extremities functioned, my muscles, my joints. I wasn't broken. I didn't think when I got into one of those accidents, I didn't think I was going to be able to walk out of it. I didn't think I was going to see myself walking myself to the kitchen and drinking a glass of water on my own. Something as simple as that. Because like I said, a lot of times as human beings, because we live we all experience life differently, but we all experience it for the first time every time. Right? And I think it's unfortunate, but it always takes a traumatic event for us to wake up and realize that this thing is not for long. And this thing may or may not be here tomorrow.
Do you think that light switch went on and it's been on ever since you're like, I got to lose all this weight as a kid? You think that's when the light switch went on?
Light switch went on. The thing with that light is just like in real life, at one point, the light bulb is going to go out or the light starts to lower, right? And you're starting to feel like it's less within you. You need to find something new to re-spark that, right? Why does it say like I need a spark, right? All artists, no matter what walk of life you are, you always say you need a spark, right? I need something. That spark is within you, but you have to fully be submerged in the life that you're living today to find that spark. That spark is not out there.
Right.
Now, if your life is meant to be lived by going out there and that's part of your life, then you probably will find it out there. But the spark that you're looking for is already within the life that you're living in. You just have to find those little details.
What's that saying? A man has 2 lives. His second one starts when he realizes he only has 1 life, right?
For me, it happened when I started losing weight. It happened when I lost my first job. It happened when I first moved out to California. It happened during the pandemic because you have to rebrand, rediscover yourself in a way. It happened the year, the gap year I spent back in New York in 2021. It happens at so many different occasions. And the thing is, we shouldn't be afraid to go through it again.
So those are all, I wouldn't call those failures, but they're all obstacles that you ran into. And you could have fell and not gotten up, but you kept getting up, right? Kept getting up. And that's your drive based on knowing that this is not forever, right? That was the key for you.
one of the key lessons from Tim Grover, going back to Tim, one of the bigger lessons that I got from him as well was a lot of times because in life you're going to get knocked down a lot. But a lot of times because we're afraid of being down, we're quick to get up. But what happens is over time, the quicker you are to get up, the less ability you have of being able to see the field for what it is. Therefore, you may not have a clear vision of what made you fall in the first place or what knocked you down in the first place. So if you can't identify what knocked you down in the first place, what's the point of getting up?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's good to remain down for a little bit, right? If it boils down to the social media use these days, if you're someone that's super active on social media, right? Take a break, step away from it. Go experience real life as it is for you. Get a feel of like what it feels like to play with your kids, to take your wife out for dinner, you know, to spend just a weekend with your family. Or be out there with your friends, meet a friend for a cigar, for a drink, right? Do those things because when you're able to step away from, you know, because when we're constantly chasing something, we forget the value behind the simplicity of life.
Right.
And the simplicity of life today is being like today I'm able to say I live with a woman that I love. I'm happy. I may not have all the traction in the world on my social media feed, but guess what? I know that I'm great at what I do. The people I work with, I impact on a daily, and the people and the woman I live with and the people that I have in my life are strong ass bonds.
Yeah.
Strong ass bonds. If you can go down to those simple things in life, then the sparks become, they're everywhere. They're everywhere because you're inspired. You want to do good by them. You want to do good by you because they're a part of your life, right? So that spark really never dies. It dims,
Right.
because daily life is gonna pop off, right? You got bills, you got debts, you got credit card bills, you got all these things. But guess what? If you can remember that when you die, all that shit dies with you,
Yeah.
then stress over it because yes, you don't want to fall back on your payment. You don't want to fall behind on payments and things like that. Sure. What's going to matter for me today is making sure that I provide all the energy and all the knowledge and experience that I have and hopefully give something to the people in my life that they can run with and become better from. That's it.
Absolutely. So you texted me your motto. Your motto is the end result is forever a work in progress. What's next for you?
All right. So I've been building my brand called PDP Coaching, which stands for Purpose Driven Performance Coaching. That's kind of what I've been building the last few years. I've spent a little more time on it this year just because I've had more time to myself. I've been able to focus on my own business. You know, I wanted to become a platform for people, whether it's working with me or through me, it's hopefully giving people an opportunity to present themselves as they are so they can finally accept themselves as they are. Because a lot of times people have a hard time accepting who they are because of their circumstances. You are not your circumstances. You are who you choose to become from the circumstances and situations that life throws at you. So for me, I hope to develop purpose-driven performance in a way that can impact more people, whether it's through my coaching, online, my coaching in person, my networking. I want people to realize that not only are they capable of a lot more, but they're all they need.
Yeah.
They are all they need. They just need to find the people in their lives that they can count on in a means of support and not in a means of opportunity. Because I do believe today with social media and all that it does, although it does some great, I do believe it does a lot of bad as well. And the bad is not to say that it hurts people, although I'm sure it does in an emotional, subconscious, psychological way, which is crazy to say, right? But people nowadays are going to want to have you in their corner for the opportunity of having you. But once they feel like they can't use you for what you've provided them, then you're kind of tossed to the side. And that I don't operate that way. I'm someone I love from the get-go. The only way you're going to lose my love, my support, and more importantly, my loyalty is if you do wrong by me. My love is free. My support is free. Now, my professional expertise is not free. You're not going to get that for free. But
unless you watch this video, you're getting a little
You could get a little bit out of this video, but at the end of the day, you do have to work with someone.
So I think you got the platform. I think it's unlimited. I mean, we can go on and on. I just love talking to you. I feel like we're always growing when we talk. We'll put in your links in our post so people can find you.
Crown Vic 18. Crown Vic, the number 18 is my social media on Instagram. I don't really do Twitter or anything X or anything like that. So you can find me at Crown Vic 18 or PDP Coaching on social media.
We'll post the stuff if you guys want to also follow the link. But Victor, it's good to see you, man. Let's enjoy this cigar.
Nareg, thank you so much.
Always
Merci
good, bro.
beaucoup. Thank you everybody for listening. I do appreciate it. And thank you for having me on your platform.
So everybody, that's our Maestro Minute for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and add any comments you guys like. We'd love to hear your feedback. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in to the Maestro Minute podcast. Make sure to rate this podcast if you found it helpful, share it with a friend that could use it, and follow us on all major podcast platforms. The Maestro Minute, powered by Maestro Development.